Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This upload has been a long time coming, guys. Just had a lot of stuff going on ever since the last upload and ever since I got this car. So I tried uploading this video the first time 2 months ago in October, and I was trying to do a front axle replacement. I wasn't able to do the front axle replacement myself, guys. I have no automotive experience at all. I bought this car to learn everything on, and honestly just did not feel comfortable doing the front axle by myself. So I ended up just getting it done. I just wanted to be able to drive the car. Spent most of this year without a car. I had my first car when I was 16 and broke down on me, which is fine. It didn't really break down, but had an issue. Just wasn't really sure whether or not I wanted to fix it or not, and eventually got the Integra after a couple months, and then it needed the front axle replaced. And then I sat on it for about a month, didn't really have time to do it, didn't really feel comfortable doing it, so I just got it done because I wanted the car. So then I finally got the car, finally got it driving around, took my girlfriend on a date in it, it was awesome. And then I wanted to replace the brakes on it, and just didn't put the right rotors on, put the back rotors on the front, which is really silly, guys. And I know that's a stupid mistake, but like I said, I have no experience at all. This car is my first experience pretty much for all this stuff. So in between trying to work my job and have time to mess with the brakes and stuff after work, it was kind of hard, especially because the sun was setting now sooner. It was starting to get dark at 5:30. Got off at 4. Didn't have a lot of time to work on the car, and especially also because I was going on vacation for Thanksgiving. So then I went on vacation for Thanksgiving. It came back and it snowed. So there's snow all over the ground, guys. I was trying to mess with the car. Obviously, anything I was gonna do that day, it wasn't gonna work. So I was just messing with the pads when it was just the rotor that was wrong. So then, yeah, I dealt with that. So then that week at work, I was having chest pains, and I went to the hospital, guys. Have blood clots in my heart. So that also delayed some of the video because I had to start making some different lifestyle choices. I had to be more cautious of cutting myself, because I cut myself a lot when I worked on this car and stuff like that. My dad came into town. Me and him both managed to fix the rotors, had to buy new rotors and all that. I had to buy a whole bunch of stuff that day. Not really, but I had to buy some stuff that day, get it all together, whatnot. Had the car finally driving. And then, honestly, guys, just Christmas and the holidays came up shortly after that. Didn't really have a lot of time to record. Just wanted to spend time with my family. They all live far away, so anytime I get to see my family, it's something that I really try to take seriously. Seriously, sounds weird, but it's something I really try to make sure I'm spending time with my family for, because of how little I get to see them. So that's basically why I haven't uploaded in 2 months. And I've been trying to upload a third video for 2 months, and I just haven't been able to. So I'm finally just gonna get a video out there, guys. I kept changing my mind on what I want to do with this video, and I'm just gonna put this video out here, guys. Just kind of like a 2-month update of owning the car and what I like about the car, what I don't like about the car, and stuff like that. All right, guys, for this last part, we're just gonna have some driving footage that I'm just gonna talk over. This is a road by my house. Try to work on getting a better angle for something like this next time, but for the purposes of this video, this clip will do. So after almost 3 months of driving this car, guys, I have 5 positives and 5 negatives for you guys when it comes to this car for me. So for the first positive, guys, I'm gonna have to say the looks of the car is probably one of my favorite things. I really like how the front end of the car looks, those spider eye kind of headlights. I know a lot of people will replace those. I really like that. I really like how the Integra looks. I think it's just a unique car, something you don't see every day on the road, at least not from where I'm from. So that's probably my favorite thing about it, is the looks. Next thing I really like about this car is the gas mileage. This car has really good gas mileage. I'm hardly ever filling, and when I'm due, I'm spending less than $30 or a little over $30 for 91. Just one thing that makes the car really nice to have. It's not very expensive to keep her going. Next thing I would like to say that I like about this car is it has like a 9 out of 10 interior, guys. It's almost flawless. There's only really 2 things that are wrong, which is the back passenger door doesn't open, so there's like a little like hole where like the handle is and stuff like that, and that there's a tiny little crack in the dash that most people wouldn't even notice in the car unless I pointed out to them. So yeah, the interior is really clean and the outside's pretty clean for the most part too. The next thing I really like about this car is it's really easy to work on. I haven't ran into a lot of issues with the car itself. It's always either an issue with me or, you know, the car's just old, so there's just rust, so certain things are hard to get off. But as far as like locating where stuff is on the car or how to do the stuff or just watching videos on it, it's real easy to work on. And for my last positive, it would be that this car has a lot of potential. It's not where I want it to be, but it has a lot of things that I'm excited to do to it. One thing being like just something easy as, not easy, but something like it's an automatic right now, and you know, I can give it a manual swap and just stuff like that. It has a lot of potential. Cars are easy and fun to work on, and yeah, I'm really excited to do projects on this car. Now let's get into the negatives about owning this car. Honestly, they're just small nitpick things that I have and just future projects that I need to get done, but there's still some negatives that I want to mention. And first one being is the gray interior. I just think the carpets and the seat being gray just doesn't really look nice in my opinion. I don't know if that's just because it's old and maybe the carpet just needs restored, but I just don't really like it. I'm planning on dyeing that black eventually, and you know, eventually getting rid of the front seats and getting something like a bucket seat or something like that. But yeah, I just don't really like the gray interior carpet. The next thing I would say I don't really like about the car is the rims. They're all scratched up, and honestly, they're just ugly. They're aftermarket ones. They're a Motegi, I believe, is the wheels, and they're just not my thing, guys. The lug nuts on them suck, and they broke on me, and it's just a pain getting them on and off. Honestly, I can't wait to get new rims. I just really don't like the rims at all. But like I said, it's a small nitpick thing, something I'm gonna eventually fix. My next negative about the car would be the lights. Guys, the lights are terrible. I don't know if that's just because the headlights are foggy. I know some of it has to do with that, which I'm just going to get new headlights. I don't really feel like restoring them. I want to buy some new ones anyways. But I cannot see at night at all. So I need to get new headlight lenses. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. And new headlight bulbs, because I literally cannot see a single thing at night, guys. My next problem with the car is the sound system. It's just not really what I'd want like in a car sound system, if that makes sense. I mean, it's just an older car, so like I think that's really what has to do with it. But it's also one of those things where I'm not really sure what I want to do, because I like the look of the old school radio and stuff like that. I know I could put an aftermarket radio in and stuff like that, but I kind of want to keep the interior relatively OEM or stock or whatever it would be. But I don't know. We'll have to decide what I want to do with speakers. It's also one of those things, I don't want to put an expensive sound system in. It just makes the car heavier, and it's not really something I plan on daily driving forever. So I think it's just more one of those problems right now, because my old daily driver had a good sound system and this one is just okay. So it's just more like a small nitpick and not really a future project with this one, because I think I'm just going to keep the radio how it is, but it's just something I'm not a big fan of. Last, guys, I would say the seats. The seats just aren't comfortable in this car. Honestly, after a little bit of driving, my butt hurts. And honestly, when I first got this car, guys, my neck would hurt really bad when driving it. It's kind of gone away now, and I think that's just because the seats. I really want to replace the seats. They're ugly too, in my opinion, and I think it'll just make the car more comfortable to drive. But overall, guys, I love this car. I've had fun with it. I've had fun driving it around and stuff like that. It's really cool car to have, in my opinion. It's really good at taking turns and stuff like that. It's definitely not a fast car. I would not recommend this car to anyone who wants something fast, because it's not a fast car, especially the version of the car I have being the sedan. But I didn't buy it for the speed. I didn't want it to be fast. I bought it because I think it looks aesthetically pleasing and it's fun to drive. Like it's like kind of like a bigger go-kart. So I'm finally glad to get this video out here, guys. My next video is probably going to be me trying to address that headlight issue, not being able to see at night. It's kind of a safety hazard. So yeah, I'll probably be addressing that in my next video. But thank you guys so much for watching, Thanks for being patient if you've been waiting for the next upload, guys, and I'll hopefully be more consistent with these uploads now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.